Hello, this is Mrs. Wyant, and I want to introduce you to myself and my classroom. I can't wait for this year to officially start and get to know your children. I'm going to kind of take you around my classroom just to kind of show you what it looks like in here, as I know some of you were not able to come to the open house, and even when you did, they weren't set up. So when you walk into my classroom, we have a birthday calendar, and then over here is their cubby spots. Each one of your children will have a cubby area. We will keep them spaced out. As you can see on the floor, I have carpet spot markers. They are spaced out for your children to enjoy. And then each child will have their own little locker. Now in kindergarten, I'm not for sure how, I think first and maybe second, the lockers, they're not really like a traditional locker, but they have about the same type of space as traditional lockers. So it just has a little handle. Their names will be on here, and they will open it up, and we will be spacing them out as well. I'm trying to let them air out each night too, just to kind of help control germs and things like that. And then we have our tables. As you can see, I have one on each end and then one on here, so there's 3 to a table to space them out. If they are at a kidney table, which is these tables right here, they will be spaced out, only 3 to a table as well. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about me and what our classroom will look like daily. I do have a picture schedule for the kids. I'm sorry this is backwards. I can't figure out how to turn it around. But I'll kind of go over that with you as well. So, I am Mrs. Wyant. I studied at Vincent's University, where I received a degree in elementary and special education. This is my 3rd year teaching kindergarten in my own classroom. I've been in kindergarten working at Franklin for the last 7 years. I love helping the little ones achieve their goals, and I strive to create a safe and energetic learning environment so it keeps each student engaged, and we try a variety of learning so that I try to meet each student's needs. Most importantly, I want to provide a positive learning experience for your child. I look forward to getting to know each and every one of your children and watching them grow independently and academically, and I can't wait for it to be a fun-filled year. Some of my favorites are I like to drink slushies or Dr. Pepper. Dessert-wise, I like cheesecake or Heath bars. My favorite store is probably Target. I like to go to sporting events. I like to swim, go to the movies, which I didn't really get to do much of that stuff this summer, but hopefully soon we'll be able to enjoy those things again. And then my favorite season is probably spring. I like to see everything blooming back, full of color. My family, I have a husband, Levi, and a son, Landon. My son, Landon, he is in 6th grade, so he moved to Clark this year. Prior to that, he was a Franklin Viking. And he keeps us pretty busy with sports. Right now, he's doing soccer and golf. So we are really busy with that in our spare time. So a day in my kindergarten classroom, we come in, we do a morning routine, kind of do some busy work. If they need to eat breakfast, they will eat breakfast in my classroom. That will run from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. That will be a time that they can put their things away and just kind of chill out before we start our day and get focused. During that time is when I check their folders. So if you have any type of lunch money, transportation changes, or just any notes that I need to see, that is the best place to put it, in their folder, because I will look at those daily. Then we have specials from 8 to 8:35. Monday is music, Tuesday is second steps, and that's where Mrs. Lindsay comes in and talks to us about all kinds of different social interactions. Wednesday is library. Thursday is PE, so on Thursdays we prefer you wear tennis shoes. It just helps them be able to participate a little better. And while I'm talking about shoes, we do have to have backs on all shoes, so no flip-flops. And then Friday is art. And if you have sent in a shirt, it's still in your child's backpack. If you have not yet, sending in kind of a shirt that it won't matter if they get some paint or different things on it is kind of preferred so that they don't ruin their clothes. Most of the time she uses washable stuff, but just in case. Then after specials, we go into our math block, and during our math block we do whole group type of learning, and then we will usually play some type of game that introduces them or helps them further along on whatever topic we are discussing. And then sometimes we will have small groups, especially if I'm doing some type of assessment or things like that. Then after after math, we will do a calendar and kind of talk about our day, talk about the weather, and then we will go to recess, and then we will go to lunch. I am with them during recess. I am not with them during lunch, but there are our aides that are with us daily are in there to help take care of them and make sure they're eating. They're welcome to bring their lunch, or we offer 3 different choices every day. We usually have kind of a hot choice, then some type of sandwich or salad or Lunchable type thing, and then we have sun butter and jelly every day, just kind of like peanut butter, but since we have peanut allergies, they use sunflower seeds to make the sun butter. Then after lunch, we go into our reading block. During our reading block, we work on phonics, we listen to a whole group story, and usually do some type of activity with that story. And then we do small group reading, and that is where I break your children into small groups so that I can work one-on-one with them, or 1 to 3 approximately, to help them gain the understanding of reading skills. After that, we usually do RTI. It's called Response to Intervention. That is where we cater instruction to your students. So if they're needing extra phonics work, we're going to work on extra phonics. If they're needing extra handwriting, we might work on that. It's just a variety of instruction to whatever your child is needing at that time, and it's usually in small groups of 3 to 5. After that, we will do some type of recess, brain break activity, maybe a yoga thing, just something to get their bodies moving and to give them a little break. Then after that, we will have writer's workshop. So we do a daily writing practice, and we usually do that in small groups, small table work. And then after writing, we will pack up and get ready for the end of the day and go home. So that's kind of a day in kindergarten. Just a few things. The school day begins at 8 o'clock. So if your student arrives after 8 o'clock, they are considered tardy, so they need to check in at the office. It is preferred that, especially with kindergarten, that you walk them in if they are tardy, and it's at the very front of the building. So where it says Franklin Elementary, that's where you will want to be buzzed in. You'll have to hit a doorbell. Then please remember to notify me of any transportation changes, preferably before 2 o'clock. I know sometimes things happen and it's a little after, but if you can by 2 o'clock, before 2 o'clock, that is preferred. The school day ends 2:45 is our actual dismissal, but kindergarten starts packing up around 2:20. Buses, we will individually take your bus kids out and make sure they're on the correct bus. If they go to after school daycare, we will get them to that location. And then if they are a car rider, you will pull into the loop, and then you will wait for your child to be brought out to you. The only way that we release a student to their parents is if you go into the office area and sign them out. So otherwise, you just get in the loop. We will get your name. As soon as it gets to us, we will bring your child out to your car. Your child will only be released to the people that are designated on their white emergency card. So if there's going to be someone picking up your child that is not on that card, we have to have a note from the parent or guardian. We offer breakfast daily at school. It starts at 7:30, and it's a grab and go type thing. They grab it, they bring it in the classroom, and they will eat in the classroom for breakfast. Lunch, please make sure there is an app you can get. It's called My School Bucks. You can make sure they have money in their account or whatever. It's best if they bring in their lunch money on Mondays if they're going to bring it. But make sure it's in an envelope marked with their name, my name, and what grade level they're in. That way it doesn't get lost or mixed in with something else. Once again, if your child is not in class at 8 a.m., they will receive a tardy slip. If you plan to drop your child off after school begins, use the front doors at the office so you can sign them in. If you know your child's going to miss school, we need you to notify us ASAP. And probably notifying me is fine, but notifying Mrs. Lindsay, the social worker, is the best because she kind of handles all the attendance. So sometimes we get busy in the morning and I may not always tell her, but please let one of us know ASAP that your child's going to be absent and why they are absent. And then the first Tuesday of every month is professional development days for the teachers. So our school releases at 1:30 every first Tuesday of the month, except for January. I know we do not do that. If you need to pick up your child early from school, you just go to the front office. They will sign your child out, and then they will notify the classroom, and we will bring them to you. Birthdays. I know that's an exciting time in our lives, but especially this year, we're trying to limit how much comes back and forth from different homes and stuff into our classroom. So we are asking that you do not send in any birthday treats. We actually have packages that you can purchase through the VCSC. So if you email, and I'm going to send this packet home on the first day that they're in our class, but Gilbert T at vcsc.k12.in.us, you will be able to find out your birthday package options. And I believe we will have a letter going home about this as well. So no birthday treats being brought in. They have some different packages that you can purchase here at school. Each week your child will bring home a newsletter that kind of goes over what our week will look like, what we're going to be learning. It maybe even have some upcoming events, skills that we're being focused on, or different school announcements. Please take the time to check that folder every night. There will be a sign sheet that lets me know that you checked it and you're aware of what's going on in our classroom. Take the time to read with your child each night. That's one of the biggest things you can do to help them with their vocabulary and just overall learning, is reading to your child. Most of the time we will not have homework in kindergarten. If I do, it's not usually mandatory. It's just some extra practice for them. I do plan on doing some type of fun weekly thing with Google Classroom. That is going to be the platform we use if we have to go to e-learning. So getting familiar with that is one of our ultimate goals for each and every family. We sent home a letter with your students' login information, and we did kind of sign a little fun getting to know you assignment. So if you have not done that yet, please log into that so we know if there's any issues with you logging in at home. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. If I'm not available right at the moment, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Messages from the office, they always forward them to me almost immediately. So you can call the school office at 812-882-8176, or you are able to email me at Wyant, WYANTC, at vcsc.k12.in.us. Once again, I can't wait to see your children each and every day and getting to know them and watching them grow academically and even socially. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I hope we have a great school year, and I will see you all soon. Thank you.